everyone, welcome back to the shed as usual, back in here again with Gary. Come over for a Friday night visit.
Yeah.
Been a hell of a week, isn't it?
Sure has, yeah. A very excitable kind of week, you know.
Which I'm sure he'll go into a little bit of detail on the review of the very lovely Pretty Peaches from last week.
Yeah, certainly, got it right here.
You know, had some good comments on it.
Yeah.
And it's back.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. Alex de Runze's Pretty Peaches, starring the luscious Desiree Cousteau.
Take it away, Gal.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, there's not really a lot I can say about it because I don't want to go into like explicit details, but it was definitely a buzz watching this again. I hadn't seen it for years and years, and yeah, it was everything that I remembered really. I mean, it was, you know, just great stuff, you know, and seeing it on widescreen for the first time in all these years was also quite good, you know, because obviously back in the day it was just like your normal little TV sets, wasn't it? But seeing it in widescreen, yeah, it was definitely the thumbs up for this.
Little message for Shane. Shane, this is it, mate.
This is the one.
Look out for it, and I told you where to get it.
You'll enjoy this
online.
You'll enjoy this. This is how they were meant to be. This is how they were meant to be back in, you know. There's not a sign of any silicon implants or anything. It's all what you see is what you get, you know.
Au naturel, or whatever they call it.
But what I liked about it was the fact that all these films, like, they tended to. It's like in the 70s when the Americans made these, like, in the 70s they made like gangster films that were set in the 30s or the 40s, and they always had this banjo music or ragtime jazz playing. And that's what they got in this. When you see her tottering around her high heels and that, and she's like getting into scrapes and trouble, they got this like ragtime jazz music playing, or this like banjo stuff, you know, because she's a bit cooky and that. They got a bit of like crazy music for her, like, you know. But I mean, once the action gets started, it's your typical sort of like soundtracks for them sorts of films, you know, like them sleazy kind of. But yeah, definitely,
classic.
Definitely a winner. Yeah, without a doubt.
Right, mate, well, that takes us on to this week's findings.
Yeah. Well, I thought to myself, because we were talking about that, I thought only fair to mention our own UK version.
Oh, Mary Millington.
Yeah, Mary Millington. Yeah. And this is like the DVD of, if you like to hold it up there, this is the DVD of like the Mary Millington story. And this was actually on TV one night, but I think it was probably cut, you know, because when I watched that, there was scenes in it which weren't suitable for TV. But funny little anecdote, when I bought that in the charity shop, the lady said to me behind the counter, she asked me if I was 18. You know?
Hey?
I said, well, I said, yeah, you know, and it obvious, you know what I mean? But she said, well, I've got to ask you, she said, you know. But yeah, but it's really good. It's like, because what it was with her, she was like, she started out just being like in like magazines and stuff.
Yeah.
And then she started posing nude for these magazines that were run by David Sullivan, who's now the West Ham's chairman, you know.
Right, yeah.
And he was the guy behind like Sunday Sport and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, well, I remember that little bloke.
Yeah, little guy. But she made 2 films, and one was called Come Play With Me, and the other one was called Playbirds.
Right.
And they're a bit corny because they're the sort of films that have got actors in them like Irene Handel and Alfie Bass and that, you know. And
they're filmed at Pinewood.
Yeah.
Pinewood Studios.
Yeah.
You know, which you wouldn't expect.
And I mean, both the films have been on cable TV. London, there's a channel called London Live, and they've had a couple of they showed them on there, and even like Dave the barman from Minders in them. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there's a few like sort of steamy scenes, but I mean, obviously that is a good documentary though, because I mean, she committed suicide. And she was only in her 30s or something.
Shame, innit? Makes you wonder what makes them do it.
And you know, she was like a nice girl as well, you know. I mean,
it says there, I was born respectable, but I soon decided I wasn't going to let that spoil my life.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
well, obviously it did. By the sounds of it.
Yeah, because she obviously, you know, she got involved with like I think the police and the you know the people who were like up against against that sort of stuff.
Shame.
But yeah. So that's the Mary Millington story, and I bought this record because this was the first place that I ever see her, and I didn't even know who she was at the time. This is the Sex Pistols, the Great Rock and Roll Swing.
Yeah, brilliant.
Which was the film, like, you know, the Great Rock. I mean, before it was the Great Rock and Roll. Before they made the film, Russ Meyer had started to direct it, and he was directing what was meant to be called Who Killed Bambi.
Yeah, Valley of the Super Dolls and all that.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, he ended up sort of like having a row and storming off the set. So they got a guy called Julian Temple. But that's the soundtrack to the film, and she's in that, Mary Millington. Right at the end, she's in this. Steve Jones of the Sex Pistols is watching a film, you know.
Yeah.
And she just happens to be in the cinema, you know what I mean?
No,
But,
good stuff. I
yeah,
like that.
that's you know that's the first place I ever see her. And well, I mean, obviously, you know, because we're on like a bit of an X-rated tip tonight.
It's going down the wrong road, this channel, isn't it?
Well, it's sort of I brought these along, right? Now these are
Isn't it funny, isn't it? You go down the adult route, and all of a sudden he exposes a load that he's got in his gaff. Weird that.
But these are these are both directed by this guy called Jess Franco, and he's like a Euro trash director, like, you know. So, but she's a lovely actress. Her name was Soledad Miranda, and these are two films. One is called Vampiros Lesbos, and She Killed in Ecstasy. But they're like, I mean, they're from the 70s. They're a bit corny in that, but the music is good in them, and they're basically like thrillers with a bit of nudity thrown in. But she was the actress that he used for these films, and the guy's name is Jess Franco. He's done loads of stuff in the past, you know.
I'll tell you what we'll do on the channel this week. What I'll do is we'll take a scan of each video cover.
Yeah.
And put it up so you can actually see it better. Because I know Paul was saying the stuff goes out of.
Sometimes you see it goes a bit, when we hold up to the camera, it goes slightly blurry.
And you can't really see it under these lights.
The viewers can't see it, like, you know what I mean.
Unfortunately, these sheds aren't made for studios, but you know.
But this one, I'm not so sure about that one. That's just like a normal video. But this one is on a label called Redemption.
Right.
Redemption Films. And actually, when I was looking through my stuff tonight, I was going to bring them all that I had. But then I thought, since we was talking about Pretty Peaches and Mary Millington, I'd stick with this sort of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But I've got some other films indoors on this Redemption thing, and that was it was a little bit like Palace and what's the other one, Vitco stuff, you know. They released quite a few of these films a few years ago, and I've got a few more indoors, so I'll be bringing them next time to talk about them. They're not all like this, they're like horrors.
A little bit like Posh Spice on the front there, isn't she?
Yeah, I mean, she's very attractive. I mean, you know, she's really nice.
Like the Spice Girls, look.
Does a bit, doesn't it? Yeah. But yeah, she's nice looking and that. But I mean, like, these are from about 1973 or something. So yeah, so that's him. And what else we got here? I don't really bring a lot, actually.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, we can.
It's nice to have a catch up and a little.
Yeah, and so this is.
Here we go. Here we go again.
This is a Playboy video. Now these are quite rare, actually. My mate gave me this. He gave it to me as a joke, but I watched it and actually quite liked it, because it's like a Playboy magazine on a video cassette, because they've got like a couple of like centerfolds, and then they've got an interview with Bo Derek. They've got an interview with Barbara Carrera, who was in the Bond films, and this girl on the front, I'm not sure who she is, but the one on the back, that one there, was Hugh Hefner's wife for some time.
Right, yes, yeah, I remember that. There was a documentary about her, I think, once or twice.
I forget her name, but she was Hugh Hefner's wife. So, yeah, these are quite hard to find, actually, these videos, and I did see one once on Amazon, and they wanted about £60 for it or something. But, I mean, they must be able to get these things on DVD now, but as you can see, it's quite old looking. But, yeah, so, that's the Playboy video from the 80s, I'd say this was. Shannon Tweed, her name is.
They always used to put like a white one in. I don't know if that was to signify it was an adult movie from like the video shops
in
and
the white
stuff.
cases. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's quite good. I mean, I haven't watched it for ages, but I remember watching it and thinking it was pretty good. It's got about Bo Derek on there. This girl on the front, her name's Lonnie Chin, and then it's got other things on there, you know.
Lonnie Chin.
And it's a collector's edition as well. Collector's edition.
Can't go wrong.
So we've got the Playboy video. We've got the Vampiros, Great Rock and Roll Swindle, which is always a riot to watch. Mary Millington, and we've got to just show it one more time.
Well, again, we'll put the cover up and spin it on.
Got to show it one more time because you know, brilliant. And this DVD is on a thing called Vinegar Syndrome. So these must be like they're legitimate company, and that it's a proper thing, like, you know. But yeah, there you go.
Got to watch it. Yeah, update on the shed. I think it's going to be installed on the 21st, 24th of October. Obviously, we'll kit it all out, get it all nice and damp proof. Nice bit of lighting in there, and get ourselves set up for the bit of 3D printing as well. Yeah. Had a few problems with the model at the moment, purely because we've got a nozzle block which I've cleared, and it's halfway through a 11-hour print at the moment, so hopefully that'll all go well.
Yeah. You're printing through the night, yeah?
Yeah, do it again, you know. All sacrifice for the sake of the channel.
Yeah, well, you know, got to sort of like keep the viewers happy, innit?
Well, that's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it. All 5 of them. No, but we're getting a few hits, we're getting a few comments, and we're getting a lot of views. So it just goes to prove. I mean, I've looked at the stats last week, and a lot of the views are in America. There's more in America than there are in the UK. So it's nice to know people across the pond are enjoying what we're doing. I suppose,
right,
you know. There's a couple of other nice guys that do channels out there as well. All the VHS stuff and some retro gaming as well, which is good to look at. But yeah, keep watching. There'll be a lot more stuff coming up.
Yeah, going to try and do a few different things as well, because I mean, obviously, we once we run out of the videos, I mean, we can always try and find more. But they're becoming hard to find. You know, you can't get them as much as you used to, especially the ones we like.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously, you know, like I said before, Bill's got a loft of untapped gold miner videos, so we've got enough for another few sessions.
Few sessions, yeah, definitely.
But anything else, like, you know, anyone wants to talk about, or any ideas they have for anything they might want to ask us about, then yeah, I'm sure that we could always look in the archives and find something.
And once I've found out how to do this live streaming thing, it'd be good to do a live stream, and you can ask questions while we're live, and it will come up on the screen in front of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they may tell us to piss off on there or something, I don't know, but you know, it'll be a bit of a laugh, and at the end of the day, that's what all this is about, this YouTube channel business.
Yeah.
You know, having a laugh, enjoying what you do.
That's it, yeah. Something you're into and not taking it too seriously. And it's just all good stuff, isn't it?
You know, I haven't got a YouTube plaque yet to say how many viewers. I think it's over.
No.
I can't remember, it's 20,000 or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
But a 3D printed one instead. It's a bollocks to them. Don't need it. There's one up there. Got me plaque. That's even before getting 20,000 viewers. So, you know,
got quite a bit of positive feedback from last week's episode.
We had a lot of views. We had quite a few views in the first few minutes, I think.
Yeah.
They're going up. So thanks for that.
Someone said they liked our little chat about Alan as well. We were talking about Alan, the magician, the joke.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, someone said they enjoyed that bit, like listening to that. So
what on the? Did they say on?
Yeah. Mentioned that it was quite good. The little chats like at the end and that, you know, reminiscing about them, about that place and that, you know.
Yeah, it was good. Southampton Row many years ago. I mean, we used to go out on a Friday, didn't we? And get pissed. And you know, have a good drink. Yeah. And some funny stories like over the years, really. You know, things went on and that. You know. All based in the city of London. It was good fun, you know.
City of London was a great place, actually, wasn't it?
It was then. It's not now.
There's some good bars and everything used to kind of finish about 9 o'clock at night. That's when everyone used to sort of like head home, didn't they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not so sure now. But I mean, back then, if you left work at 5 o'clock, by the time 9 o'clock came, you'd had about enough. You had a skinful, so it was time to go home, you know.
But no, fair enough. Alright guys, that was just a quick video, just to tune in.
Just a quick Pretty Peaches update, basically.
And say hello. We're going to nip back in the house, upload it, and you know, hopefully you enjoyed the latest video. Keep watching, subscribe and like. I'm not going to say all that shit when they say smash the like. I can't bear it, can you?
No.
When you watch a YouTube video, I can't bear it.
No.
Do what you like. If you want to comment, great. Like it, superb. Subscribe, even better.
Yeah.
Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a week or so's time.
Yeah, all good.
Alright,
cheers.
Thanks for tuning in.